Okay, so I've got rough top conveyor belt with unbacked miner's moss, just the 1/2 inch stuff, and some metal grating in here for a little bit of durability. At some point, I think it'd be cool to put some raised expanded for the bottom 6 inches as like a nugget trap. Managed to get the finer of the screens to work. So just a side by side here, screen over screen. They're both super durable, but I might as well try to get that one to work. I'm basically just doing a final test here. I was having a slight issue with, let me get this out of the way here. I just love how that works. But these little diverters, basically the water was pooling up in here and it wasn't coming over this edge, but it was running, you know, it was coming down and it was running to the back there like it should. But it was kind of a bit of a pool here. And I was concerned that, hey, this works great with water, but what about when I start getting a bunch of sand and black sand? Is that going to build up here and then I'm going to have it pouring over the edge, at which point it won't be able to divert properly top to bottom sluice. So you can see I riveted this thing in because I didn't want to weld. But I basically built a couple diverters here. So it kind of, as it first comes off, it hits this and gets shot back and hits this and gets shot back. And so the flow's looking really good here to the point where I'm fairly confident. Jiggle that screen back down. I'm fairly confident that that's going to work. Now, the reason I'm posting this is because it is, in fact, Sunday night, and I'm going mining all week. So, or at least for 3 days. We'll see. So basically, no video of mining can be made for this Thursday because I'll be out, like, mining. But I want to, you know, please the algorithm. So we're going to go over some modifications I've done to the boat. First of all, to those who have been following the channel for a while, you may not recognize the front anymore. So this used to have, like, this used to come up an additional 6 inches. And basically what I've done is I've just chopped it right down flat. Now, 2 benefits to this. Benefit number 1, aerodynamics while driving. The back of my Subaru, like with it all hooked up and everything, sort of diverts the air directly here. And instead of letting the air flow over the boat, it was like a giant 6-inch air brake, just grabbing all of that slipstreaming air coming off the top of the car and shunting it underneath into all this unaerodynamic boat. So if this can save me even 1 liter per 100 kilometers, I'll probably save $100 by the end of the year. Less wear and tear on the car as well. And just, I like to do things as efficiently as possible. Second benefit, from the pilot seat up there, you got to see rocks while you're out here. And that's kind of just a big screen preventing me from seeing where I'm going. So from here, I now have an additional 6 inches of like blocked vision that is gone. So that's pretty nice. So I'm just going to step in to the boat and we'll show you the modifications I've made so far to the inside. I would like to put a little dropped anchor locker right here at some point, but for now I'm just storing the anchor in here. Now if we come back here, this is my starter battery. It's this zero gravity. Apparently if it were to like go out or whatever, lose a charge, you can press this button and then it turns itself off if you've got like a light bulb running. But I was having some issues when it was like 0 degrees icy with the engine maybe not wanting to start up right away. So I was a little concerned. I think the issue was simply spark plugs. I've changed the spark plugs on this machine and it is just, oh, it fires right up beautifully now. So I'm happy with that. But what I have done is I put this isolator switch here. So it basically just connects the battery or disconnects the battery through a 10 gauge cable to this battery. So this is something I would run my little battery powered highbanker off of. And this is basically just the boat's battery. So it could essentially trickle charge that battery if I were to have it, you know, not start or something and I need to restart it. Just connect the 2 batteries together and that battery will hopefully charge up that enough to get started. And basically when I'm driving, I'll have it turned on so that the engine's charging both batteries. And then I got this guy right here. So that turns on the actual panel. So there's little LED lights in here. Just a cigarette lighter socket and USBs to charge my phone. And with this button, I can shut that off. It didn't come wired that way, but I figured I didn't want the phantom drain on the battery. And then of course I have a light on the front of the boat, which I can show you, and my new bilge pump here. So the last one was 360 gallons per hour, that's 600, and basically the last one was just causing a lot of noise, and I didn't really trust it any longer. So let's go have a look at the light on the front of the boat. What light, Kyle? I don't see a light. Right here, this guy. So it's daytime, and even in the day, yeah, I think you can see like there's that light spot there. It draws 25 watts, so I can leave it on for quite a while. But that's basically, like, you shouldn't be running at night. Obviously I have my little battery powered daytime running lights. I'm gonna rig this whole thing to actually have proper running lights so I can legally run this thing. I want to take it out to the coast at some point, go up one of these inlets. Big river back there, lots of side creeks to potentially snipe all of the gold. But essentially, let me just turn that off. There we go. Essentially, it would be nice to get this thing lit up so I can, you know, legally go out and hit the ocean with it at some point. Now that the bow's a little bit lower, there's a bigger chance of getting swamped with a wave coming over the front. But honestly, with the sides of this boat as high as they already are, if you have the issue of waves coming over the front of this boat, you've got much bigger problems. Like, you needed to be off the water like an hour ago. So it's really a flat bottom Jet John boat, not designed for big water. But you work with what you got. So anyways, I'm not sure if I'll put the bimini top on or not. The weather doesn't look half bad. I don't know. It was really nice having it. We'll see. We'll see in next week's video whether I decide to put that on or not. But yeah, I'm just going to put some jerry cans in here, kind of get all the mining gear set up on the lawn so I make sure I don't forget any little bolt or anything like that. That's kind of the best way for me to do it, is to set it all up, see what it looks like. Oh crap, I forgot this, forgot that. Get everything together, and then I can load it up into the boat. And for the rest of the year, I basically keep a little corner in the garage where this stuff lives, and then I always make sure to bring everything for the rest of the season. But yeah, tomorrow, not doing like crack of dawn or anything, but we're gonna head out into the wonders of Alberta and go for a little explore. I've got a buddy coming along with me for a couple days here, so it'd be cool if I can get somebody to help me dig. And yeah, that's all I got for you. At least I managed to get something up on video here, and we'll see you next week for the actual highbanker run. I'll get a whole bunch of shots of this thing running, see how it, you know, handles gravel, make a list of all the minute little things to adjust and change, and then yeah, we'll go from there for the season. But wish me luck. I'm hoping for some actual gold, but even a break-even trip would be a win at this point. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody, and thank you for your patience and waiting for a mining video coming out next week. Till then, cheers, and thank you for watching.